This week in Women in Sports, the #1 ranked girls high school hockey team faces their rivals, how a pair of teammates also became opponents. Then a Minnesotan heads to the Winter Games, how a late adopter of the biathlon is making her Olympic debut. And later, from college rivals to professional teammates, see what's next for these sisters after dominating the dance world. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marielle Mohs, and here at WCCO, we are celebrating the highlights of female athletes in this digital segment called Women in Sports. We'll share new stories with you every week right here as we do our part to give these athletes the recognition they deserve. First up, high school dance teams fought for their spots in the state tournament last weekend. We checked in with Section 2 AAA dance competition. Wayzata is coming into this postseason with a chip on their shoulder after not making it to state finals in jazz for the first time in decades last season. And host Chanhassen competed with pride, hoping to get a long overdue top 3 spot. But this is one of the most competitive sections in the state. So here's who qualified for state from that section. In high kick, Wayzata, Edina, and Hopkins. In jazz, Edina, Wayzata, and Minnetonka. A big deal for the skippers who will be competing in state for the first time since 2005. It was a divided house. 2 Minnesota sisters competed for rival college dance teams, but now the Wagner sisters are reunited on the same team as professionals. Take a look. For the better part of the last decade, the University of Minnesota and The Ohio State University have been taking home the top 2 spots in jazz and pom at UDA College Nationals. But this rivalry was personal for Woodbury sisters Ava and Ellie Wagner.
We grew up together, we went to school together, we did everything together. So I think it was very important for us to kind of take our own paths and what was best for both of us.
Older sister Ellie competed for the Buckeyes for the last 4 years. Younger sister Ava, a standout for the Gophers the last 2 years, but they welcomed the intense competition each season.
It just pushes each program to be so much better.
It put their parents in a unique position of rooting for both of these top competitors, and they had fun with it, wearing split jerseys to nationals.
But I know they were loving it last year.
They were sprinting from arena to arena.
Even though they're both done competing, the Wagner sisters still have their mark on the competition. Ava choreographed her former team's jazz this year, which took home 3rd.
I've never really got to watch all my best friends dance before because I'm always focused on myself to see if I hit all my stuff. So just to be on that side and be able to watch, just acknowledge everything that they've worked so hard for, it was just honestly a blessing, and I was really grateful to be there.
The 2 are no longer rivals, but teammates, working as professional dancers, teaching kids of all ages at a dance convention that travels around the country.
When we were at another convention when I was little, I was I want to do this when I'm older. Now that we get to do it now, it's a dream come true.
And we get to do it together. I said this is the most I've seen her in 5 years.
Yeah.
Marielle Mohs, WCCO Sports. Now to high school hockey, where recently #2 ranked Hill Murray faced off against #1 Centennial Spring Lake Park. The Cougars have a lot going for them, everything but a state title, even though their top player already has a gold medal.
It's practice time for the #1 ranked Centennial Spring Lake Park girls hockey team. It is here it comes together, has been all season. And they have climbed to the top of the rankings because of that work ethic.
We've kind of established an environment here that they've really taken over and done an awesome job with making some of the younger players feel really like they're part of the team.
They have their money player, Elena Ganetz, and her resume increased beyond high school ranks this winter. She was a member of the U.S. World Junior title team in a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
It was awesome, actually unbelievable. Wearing that crest on the jersey, it's just nothing like it.
2 of her teammates will be her opponent. The Pole sisters from Hill Murray were with her on the international stage.
Whenever we come to these games, it's just focus on our team, not the other team. And we're friends, but when it comes to here, we're not.
Another test to prepare for, to be sure, but it's been bigger than that. They have been to the state tournament the past 3 years and never struck gold yet. This year could be different because they are talented, because they have a love for the game and for one another.
I would say we're like a family. That definitely helps. We all love each other and we play for each other. We don't play for ourselves. So I think that's a really big component. I think that we all love the game and we're all just excited to come here every day and work hard. So yeah.
It's working out well.
Yeah, it is so far.
So how did that game pan out? Hill Murray completed a dramatic third period comeback to defeat Centennial Spring Lake Park with a final score of 4-3. They even reversed a 0-2 deficit after 2 periods. Emily Pohl, the star that she is, scored the game-winning goal in the final minute. Congratulations to them as they head into sections. Well, switching to college hockey, a border battle at Ritter Arena last weekend. In game 1 of this series, the number 3 Gophers women's team taking on number 1 Wisconsin, and what a finish. Molly Jordan in overtime. Game over. Gophers beat the number 1 Badgers 3-2. Moving on to game 2, the Gophers received a penalty in the first period, handing Wisconsin their first power play. The Badgers went on full revenge from there, going into the third period 6-0. Then top of the third, the Gophers from the blue line send one in. But that's all the gas they had left. Badgers take it with a final score of 6-1, and the series ended up tied 1-1. Meanwhile, the Gopher women's basketball team lit up the barn in a Big Ten matchup against Purdue on Sunday. Early in the first quarter, Grace Groholski hit a top of the 3 key, proving why she leads the nation in three-point shooting. And we've said it before and we'll say it again. Senior Amaya Battle is a true leader of this squad this season. She had a team-high 17 points that game. The home team never let go of their early lead. Minnesota takes down Boilermakers 88-55, extending their wins to 4 in a row. The players say they're sensing a shift in themselves.
I think we've had a different momentum, different gear. So yeah, just keep building off of that and going into that for the rest of the season. And you want to be playing your best basketball at the end, like in March and postseason. So just keep building.
Well, the opening ceremonies for the Winter Olympics are this Friday in Italy. This year, Minnesota native Margie Freed is heading to her first ever games in the biathlon. Ren Clayton explains how she did it, despite only recently picking up the sport.
Margie Freed's first biathlon race was 3 short years ago, a newcomer among lifers.
Some of the Europeans have been doing biathlon since they were the age I started skiing at. If I have a good day, then I can be kind of with the top athletes.
28-year-old Freed grew up in Apple Valley and started cross-country skiing in 6th grade. She only began training biathlon full-time 2 years ago.
Were you a hunter before? Like, what was your shooting experience?
No, I had never even shot a gun. I didn't know anything about guns before doing biathlon. The intrigue of trying this whole new thing, being in a whole new world of biathlon was kind of why I stuck with it.
Despite that inexperience, she earned a spot on the U.S. Olympic team.
Ooh, I definitely will be nervous for the first race. I am already thinking about the loud crowds and everything that will be cheering. I know that I'll have fans, friends and family that are coming.
Unlike some Olympians' lifelong dreams, Freed didn't see herself pursuing a pro career in competitive sports. The version of her back at Eastview High School could never have seen this coming.
Oh yeah, I would definitely be surprised. I would probably say, oh, you're still at that? But I want to thank all of my teammates there for, making it fun and making it worthwhile. Probably be like, this isn't that fun for me, so I'll just be done with it, even if I was finding success. So it's all about the people and the community.
Ren Clayton, WCCO Sports.
Today I went skiing, and considering how my knee feels, it feels stable, I feel strong. My knee is not swollen, and with the help of a knee brace, I am confident that I can compete on Sunday.
There, Lindsey Vonn has confirmed she busted her ACL in one knee and a titanium implant in the other. But despite all that, the Minnesota native says she is confident she can still compete. You may remember Vonn crashed earlier last week in one of her final races before heading to Italy. She says she completely ruptured her ACL, has bone bruising, plus meniscus damage. Vonn is 41 years old and in the middle of an incredible comeback after years of retirement. Her first race in Italy is scheduled for this Sunday, and good luck to her. Well, it's no surprise Minnesota is always well represented at the Winter Olympics. This year, the U.S. women's curling team features sisters Tabitha and Tara Peterson. Ren Clayton paid them a visit at their hometown rink ahead of the big event.
Getting dialed while balancing everything. For Olympic curler Tara Peterson, every day is crucial.
Trying to catch up on things, work a little bit, be a mother as well, still practice, and just get ready for what's next.
Though the schedule is hectic and the goal is a gold medal,
Really good weight, Tab.
there's still time for Tuesday league nights at St. Paul Curling Club.
We always joke like someone has to die to get into that league. That's why we've been in it for so long. And that's just the cool thing about the sport of curling is that your average Joe is playing against Olympians, and we're friends. And after the game, we sit down, we have dinner, we have a beer.
Tara is part of Team Peterson, named for older sister Tabitha, the skip of the U.S. team that recently qualified for the Olympics.
Seems like a bullet, should be perfect.
They're laser focused on the Milan Cortina Games.
I have to just think about it as it's just another tournament, it's another competition, and try not to focus like, oh my God, we're at the Olympics.
What do you say to people that are like, oh, if I trained for a year, I could go to the Olympics?
I kind of laugh because then once those people actually get on the ice, they go, oh crap, that is way harder than I thought.
The sisters have been curling since they were little.
Hey, girl.
Now in their 30s with normal jobs and growing families.
It's really fun having babies the same age because we can just hang out and then the babies can get some socialization and play together and we get a little relief.
Are the babies the future curling team or what?
Yeah.
Obviously.
A pair of 1-year-olds have joined Team Peterson. They'll be in Italy too. The Olympic Games serving as a marker of time.
It just changes your whole perspective. It changes your whole life. I'm excited for this Olympics for a lot of reasons.
Ren Clayton, WCCO Sports.
If you're looking for a little motivation to get you moving and proof that age is just a number, this next story is for you. Across the pond, a longtime dance teacher is showing women everywhere that staying active can keep you young at heart. Tina Kraus has the story from London.
A fitness class is getting underway in this English village, and everyone in the room can feel the energy this 93-year-old teacher is about to unleash. Doreen Hargraves has been an exercise instructor since 1962.
I love music and I love dancing.
Regulars in her class call her a legend, England's longtime keep fit queen.
She's an excellent teacher and she knows everything and we just got to keep up with her.
I've always danced since I was about 3 or 4 years ago. I did a lot of kicking and high kicks and on the floor, but I can't do that now. Well, I can get my leg up, I could go on the floor, but a lot of the people said, Doreen, please don't go on the floor, we'll never get up.
Carry on, carry on. Hargraves says the strength she gets from classes she teaches twice a week helps her at home.
That's my husband.
As a full-time carer for her 95-year-old husband, Stanley.
We used to go away ballroom dancing every weekend. 3 years ago, he had to have 5 toes off because he had sepsis. He just can't do anything for himself. I do anything for him.
That same enthusiasm inspires her whole community.
She's fabulous, isn't she? She's wonderful.
Gives me a reason to get up in the morning. She's such an inspiration. I just hope I'm going to be like her when I'm 93.
And that's something these ladies say they'll raise a glass to.
Ladies, keep fit for 2026.
Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Oh, I love that. Our Women in Sports podcast conversation continues on the road this week from Florida. This week's guest is Rachel Banham, a WNBA veteran player who is spending her off-season playing in the 3-on-3 Unrivaled League in Miami. Banham is a Lakeville native, was a standout for the Gophers, and played for the Lynx for part of her pro career. Now she's on the Chicago Sky. She shares how this life-changing opportunity for her to play an Unrivaled is wonderful.
I love being in Minnesota. I like being able to stay in my community as much as I can. So this gave me the opportunity to still do stuff in my community and then spend 2 months or so in Miami hooping with the best people in the world. And I'm making almost double what I made this summer in WNBA. So it's like, how do you say no to that? And it's just such a good opportunity for me to continue to find myself and get better and make these amazing relationships and connections that will last way longer than me playing basketball.
You can listen to the full conversation with Rachel Banham right now on the Women in Sports podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch the episode on YouTube. Well, thanks for watching this week's Women in Sports. I'm Marielle Mohs. We'll be back with more great stories next week.